Singapore has had the honor to receive important guests visiting our country and the region recently. Apart from State Councillor Wang Yi, US Vice President Kamala Harris had recently visited Singapore. So I would like to ask if you see this as part of a diplomatic competition between the United States and Singapore. And what's your assessment of ASEAN's possibility of not choosing sides? Thank you.
You want to answer first?
Please, your question.
Well, thank you for that excellent question. State Councillor Wang Yi and I have discussed this question on numerous occasions. And in fact, he just had an extensive discussion on this point with our Prime Minister. So let me share the perspective of a very small city-state in the heart of Southeast Asia. America has been a benign and constructive and positive presence in our region for many decades. In fact, America is the largest foreign investor in Singapore. It is our third largest trading partner. It is our largest trading partner for services. American investment and American technology has created many jobs and opportunities for us in Singapore and in Southeast Asia. But actually, the biggest success story of the last 40 years has been China. Never before in history have hundreds of millions of people been lifted out of poverty, and you've fulfilled your centenary goal. And the rise of China is inexorable. So it is the biggest story of our lifetime. And right now, at this point in history, the biggest question, therefore, is how will China's rise and how will it affect the relationship with the current superpower, the United States? And whether this formula that has existed for many decades of economic integration, of free trade, of free flow of investments and technology, this formula, which has been responsible for peace and prosperity across the world, and especially in Southeast Asia, whether this formula will continue to apply. Now, obviously, circumstances have changed, and as I said, the biggest change is the rise of China. And what Singapore hopes for is that the relationship between the US and China will be one where, despite the fact that competition is inevitable, that you will still be able to find a constructive relationship, that you will be able to cooperate where it is absolutely essential, and both in terms of the pandemic and in terms of climate change, cooperation between China and the United States is absolutely essential. And that from time to time, when there are points of friction, we hope that confrontation can be minimized. We hope that through the hard work of State Councillor Wang Yi, these problems will be resolved. If you can achieve that, there is a very bright future in front for all of us in the world, in Southeast Asia, in China, and in the United States. As we overcome the pandemic, as we launch our efforts to tackle climate change, and as we harvest the opportunities from the digital revolution. And that's why State Councillor's discussions yesterday, where he expressed interest in the Digital Economy Partnership Agreement, he also reiterated President Xi's interest in the CPTPP, the Comprehensive and Progressive is engaged in these multilateral efforts, which will bring about closer integration of the global economy, I think there are bright prospects for the future. So for Singapore, I believe both China and the United States know that we are good, long-term, all-weather friends. And what we say is based on a common hope that they will have a good relationship, and that when they engage with us in Southeast Asia will be a region with an inclusive architecture, with many opportunities, and run on the basis of multilateralism and a rules-based world order. So for Singapore, it's important that we be ourselves, we be authentic. State Councillor and I have known each other now for 6 years. We haven't always agreed on everything, but we have been old friends, and close friends are able to have open hearts, and we've been able to solve many things quietly and effectively. So that is my hope for the future, and I remain optimistic that greater engagement between both China and the US will be positive, and that the relations with Southeast Asia will be conducted on the basis of mutual respect, on the equality of countries, and on looking for win-win outcomes in all circumstances. So I thank you for your efforts in helping us to achieve this dream.
So allow me to say some words.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 这个问题问得很好。那我的老朋友说了很多，新加坡的想法，我非常理解，那么，我恐怕也需要说两句。中国的发展有强大的内生动力，这是一个历史必然趋势。所以，中国要实现民族复兴是不可逆转的，是必将完成的。这也是整个人类发展进步的一个那么重要的成就。那么如何看待中国的发展，确实对各国都是一个重要的课题。我刚刚跟李光耀李显龙总理讲，我说新加坡做的是好的，新加坡总能够理性的，而且呢是公正客观的看待中国的发展，而且善于从中国的发展当中来找到合作的机遇，那么寻求一个互利的前景。那这使我们可以相互成就，共同的发展和繁荣，也对我们两国人民都带来了实实在在的利益。过去30年的历史已经说明了这一点，但是确实我们看到这个世界上还有一些国家，有一些势力，他们很不适应中国的发展，他们由此产生了很多的疑虑，甚至是那么产生一些误判对中国。但实际上，既没有促进跟中国的了解和合作，也影响了跟中国的关系的正常的发展。美国可能是正在这么一个过程当中，那么从中国来讲的话，我们是希望美国也像其他国家一样，包括像新加坡一样， 能够意识到，这个世界上不仅美国有发展的权利，别的国家也有发展的权利。不仅美国人民可以过上幸福的生活，中国人民和其他各国人民都有权利过上幸福的生活。2000多年前，中国的古人就说过：“道并行而不相悖，万物并育而不相害。”这个世界应该是丰富多彩的呀，是吧？那么大家都发展，这才是真的发展，也才是可持续的发展。这个世界不能建立在一个或几个国家发展起来了，别的国家仍然处在一个贫困的状态，这起码是不公平，不符合人类基本的良知。所以我们是希望美方也能够客观的、理性的看待中国的发展，那么也能够从跟中国的发展当中来那么扩大我们之间的合作。中美两个国家作为第一大、第二大经济体，如果我们能够合作的话，世界都会受益啊。所以我们再次呼吁美方要放弃这种零和博弈的思维。这个世界已经前进了，不会再回到冷战的时代了，现在是全球化的时代。希望美方也能够与时俱进，那么学会同其他的国家能够和平共存，同时呢，在这个基础之上，那么我们共同来实现合作共赢。我想，如果能达到这样一个前景的话，这个世界将会更加的和平，更加的和谐，更加的稳定。以上就是我的补充发言，谢谢。
I think the key point is that there is hope with good hearts, open hearts, with honest conversations. And you know that Singapore is a close friend to China and to the United States. We will always tell you and share with you our views openly and honestly.
Okay, thank you.
And try to be constructive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, State Councillor Wang, and thank you, Mr. Balakrishnan. With that, we have come to the end of the joint press conference today. The embargo for reporting is now lifted as well, and we look forward to seeing your reports. Thank you.
Thank you again.
See you again.